Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be watercolor painting a fish, but I just realized I forgot one thing. I forgot to get paper towels, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got my paper towels. So now I am all ready to start actually watercolor painting a fish. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm just gonna be watercolor painting a fish in today's video. I love drawing fish, and honestly, I really do enjoy watercolor painting fish as well. So as such, of course, I am quite excited to, well, watercolor paint a fish in today's video. I am using some acrylic paper, though, because I ran out of paper that works, that's like meant for like multimedia and also works watercolor and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to be trying acrylic paper in today's video. I don't know how well it's going to turn out. I don't really expect it to turn out all that well, but it's the thickest paper I have at the moment, and all of my other paper, I mean, like Sharpies bleed through all of my other paper, so it's definitely not going to work with watercolor. So to start off today, I am first off just going to be sketching the fish with my Pentel Graph Gear 500 mechanical pencil. After I, well, sketch the fish, I am then going to, well, watercolor paint it one solid color, maybe add some splotches in and everything like that kind of thing to give it a little bit more detail. And then after it all dries and everything like that, I'm going to go ahead and go over all of the lines that I previously made with my mechanical pencil with my Sharpie S-Gel pen in 0.7 millimeter size. But without further ado, let's go ahead and grab my graph gear, and let's go ahead and start sketching the fish that I'm going to be watercolor painting in today's video. Without further ado, though, y'all, let's go ahead and get right into it. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? So first off, I'm just going to go ahead and do the mouth just like that. And I'm just going to have it come up, and then it's just going to go just like that kind of thing. And then I'm going to go and do this portion just coming down. Oh, I messed that up quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie, I messed that up quite a bit. How did I do that? How did I do that? I don't know. I don't know how I did that. How did I do that, y'all? How did I do that? And I actually... Nah, it's okay. I was about to fix something else, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have that. Just like connect up just like that. And then I'm just gonna have that come all the way down. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. No complaints on my behalf. I do kind of feel like I want to line these up, but I don't really care that much. I'm going to go ahead and do the fins now. So I'm going to have one fin right here. I'm going to have another fin right here. I'm going to have another fin right here. And I think that's going to be it for fins. I'm going to go ahead and do an eye right there and an eye right there. And then now I've got to go ahead and do all of the teeth. I think I'm just going to have hopefully some very, very, very thin teeth for the fish today. I'm not planning on watercoloring the teeth or anything like that. It's just going to be, there's going to be no colors with the teeth or anything like that because, of course, teeth are white, right? So I might as well just leave them the same color as the paper. Even though I do have, actually, I think this is white. So this is white watercolor, right? United Office. I don't even know what brand this watercolor set is. Is this watercolor? I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I'm gonna put that back. But the teeth are coming along pretty good. I just want some very, very, very thin teeth to help make this fish just look as scary as possible. And I'm thinking the color I want to use for this fish today is going to be a darker color. I kind of want this fish to be looking a little bit menacing. And so I'm going to be using a darker color for the fish today because darker colors tend to help make drawings look a little bit more menacing. And there we go. So that is the fish all sketched up. I don't think there's anything else I want to add to it at this moment in time. So now I'm going to go and take my big brush out, and I'm going to go ahead and take my medium brush out as well. I am going to be using my big brush to wet the paper, and then after that, I'm going to actually be going over the fish in one of the colors that I have right here. I'm thinking I'm going to go for this purple. I think a purple fish, like a really dark purple fish, would be pretty cool. So I think I'm going to go for that purple right there. Excuse me. I'm going to go and move my brushes over. I'm going to go and put this right there, and I'm going to go ahead and wet this brush and go ahead and wet the paper because I want to do wet on wet today, not wet on dry. And I'm just going to get this paper pretty wet. I don't really know like how wet paper should be when watercoloring. I really should like watch more tutorials on watercolor painting and all that sort of stuff. But honestly, it is just kind of fun to not watch tutorials or not read tutorials and just kind of try to kind of figure it out on your own. It's fun to learn from experience, right? It is fun to learn from experience, and that is something I do quite enjoy myself. Hopefully this paper works okay for watercolor painting, though. I hope it does. There we go. Okay, seems to be all good. I am now going to go ahead and put that in there. I am, real quick, going to just go like this. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and get that, get some purple going, and I'm just going to go ahead and start laying it down. I think starting up here. This paper is not wanting to lay flat, though. Yeah, it's really not happy with me right now. This paper is seriously not happy with me right now. Alrighty, so that's the top done. This paper definitely dries out pretty quick. I ain't gonna lie. This paper really does dry out pretty quick. Like this bottom area down here, it's acrylic paper. It makes sense. But this bottom area down here is already completely dry. Yeah, this paper is not great for doing watercoloring on. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna be using this for watercolor painting again. I should probably just use it for acrylic like it's meant to be used for. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and re-wet the bottom now. Just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some more purple down very quickly. Alrighty, so there we go. There's the top and the bottom done. Definitely need to touch up quite a bit, but I'm just going to wait for the bottom to dry to really do anything else. The front right here, I'm pretty happy with. I want the front to be darker, and the front on this side looks pretty good as well. I want it to get lighter, and then I want it to be darker around the edges right here. So I want the center of it to be lighter, just because that's kind of the style I like with watercolor. But now I'm going to try to do the tail. I'm going to try to have the front of the tail be dark, and the back of it be light, and I completely forgot to wet the tail, so I've got to go ahead and do that. And the tail is now all wet. Let's just go ahead and start off since I've already got ink on here, I think. Oh, wow, I think I might have messed that up a little bit. That's okay, it is what it is. Might have used a little bit too much water. It's okay, though. I am, real quick, just going to try to shove a bunch of that in. Try to just shove a bunch of that in. Just dry it off just a little bit. It's not working. That's not working very well. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it now. Let's just continue. Yeah, this paper is definitely not meant for watercolor. I can tell that. That's for sure. This is not very good paper. I think definitely maybe dry on dry would be best for this paper, and it doesn't help either. It's at an angle now. Yeah, this is not very good paper. All right, well, good to know. Good to know. Don't use acrylic paper to watercolor paint fish on. Don't do it. I don't think this will turn out the worst, that's for sure. I certainly think it'll be better than not. Yeah, no, it's definitely not the greatest paper in the world. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. So far, not so bad. The tail is all done though now, so let's just go ahead and start adding some extra details to the rest right here, and I'm gonna try to wet this a lot before it just starts drying. And there we go. I think that's that back portion done that I wanted to do. This is looking pretty good. I think I want to deepen up the middle, though, of the bottom just a little bit. And there we go. All right, I'm thinking the watercolor actual portion of this drawing is done now. I think it's about all I wanted to do. I think I might want to richen up this area just a little bit, but I think I might need to let it dry a little bit first. Definitely, you can tell there's a lot of bleeding. I don't think that's a bad thing though. It's not to my preference. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't really think it's too bad of a thing. I think it just gives the drawing personality, so it's really no issue. In all honesty, it's really no issue. I am gonna deepen up. Like these are pretty deep right here, and I want to deepen up the tail a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, or at least attempt to. I know I said I was done with watercolor painting, but then here I am watercolor painting. It'd be how it be, right? Oh yeah, that brush was too wet. Alrighty, I think that is just about all I want to do. The paper is very wiggly. That's going to be fun. But I think it is now time for me to go ahead and just quicken up this process a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead, dry off both of my brushes real quick. And I'm just going to try to make sure. Yep, just all dry kind of thing. Try to just get that all dry. And I'm going to try to do the same to the other one. Oh, no. There we go, y'all. There we go. Yes, sir. It's all dry. It's all dry. So now let's go ahead. Boom. There we go. There we go. And now I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to fold it over a little bit. And I'm just going to start working my way up from the top. Just going all the way down. Just drying it all out, just so it'll quicken up just a little bit, just so I can get to actually drawing on this without needing to burn up 30 minutes waiting for it to dry. It wouldn't take that long more than likely, but hey, you never know. I think it might be dry, y'all. I think it's all good. I think it might be good. I'm actually gonna, this is perfectly fine. I'm actually not gonna throw this away. Why throw away a perfectly good paper towel, right? I'll use that the next time I watercolor. Take a sip of water real quick. Spilled water all over me. And now it's going down my shirt. It's on my face. It's on my hoodie. Bruh. I always do this. I need to get a new water bottle. I always spill water all over myself when I'm drinking out of this water bottle I got. I don't like it very much. Not a super big fan. It is what it is, though. Well, no, I got water all over me. It is what it is. My hoodie dries pretty quickly. Throw that away. Alrighty, though. Just taking a look at the fish from a distance. What am I thinking? I'm thinking it looks pretty good. I am thinking it looks pretty good. I like the deep portions at the beginning, and I like the deep portion at the top, and how it's slightly lighter at the bottom, and how it's light in the middle, but it's still got the darkness and everything with the tail. I'm thinking this looks pretty good. I'm thinking this is one of the better fish I have watercolor painted, even with the downsides of the paper. Let me take another sip of water real quick, even though I just spilled water on myself. And now, I do think without further ado, it is now time for me to go ahead and start actually drawing on, well, the fish that I just watercolored. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the tail, just like this. And I'm going to go and just move this stuff over, and I'm going to move the water over so I don't spill it. I say as I move it closer to my computer, and I'm just going to go ahead and start on this area as well. Just move the paper around just so it's a little bit easier for me to draw in the way I want to. Just make sure that's still on screen, just a little bit at least. Let's go ahead and do one eye right here. Let's go and do another eye. My hand is off the page, which is not a good thing. I'm not as good at drawing when my hand is off the page. It is what it is, though. Or my lines aren't as good. Let me just put it that way. I'm gonna try doing it like this, I think. That's still awkward. It is what it is, right? Alrighty, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and I think do the fins now. Which way do I want to do those? I think I'm gonna do those like this. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go and start off with this one right here. This one over here. There we go. Alrighty. So now that I have the outline for the body done, I think now I'm going to go ahead and focus on the teeth of the fish. So I think I'm just going to start back here, and I'm just going to work my way up. Excuse me. And there we go. That is the fish mostly done. There are still some other details I do want to add to it, such as darkening up little janky corners and whatnot. And I want to deepen up some of the lines as well, which I'm going to go ahead and start doing while I'm just working my way up, working my way around the drawing to sort of darken up some areas and whatnot. Just give it a little bit more characteristics than it has at the moment. Like just darkening that up down there and everything like that kind of thing. And so let's just go ahead and deepen this up as well. Alrighty, there we go, almost done. Just gotta go over the fins, and then this drawing will be officially done. And there we go. That is the watercolor painting of the fish that I did in today's video. This is the first in a long series of videos. I figured instead of just making a fish video every once in a while, that I would literally just make a series of fish videos. So this is going to be the first in a very, very, very long series of fish videos that I'm going to have organized in a playlist. This is going to be the first one on the playlist. Obviously, I've done a lot more fish videos before this, but I haven't ever made any with the intention of putting them in a playlist or anything like that. Maybe those videos will go in the playlist, maybe they won't. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But there is now a there is now a playlist. If you just want to draw, if you just want to draw me, if you just want to see me draw only fish, click on the playlist. Go check it out. Just watch me draw fish. But overall, what are my final thoughts on this watercolor painting? I am definitely pretty satisfied with it. Even though the paper definitely was not exactly what I would have preferred to use. This little splotch right here is annoying me just a little bit, but it's not a terribly big deal. I think it just adds personality. But overall, I definitely am a lot more happy with this drawing than not, that is for sure. And I definitely do think that it's turned out pretty well. So certainly no complaints on my behalf. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching me draw a fish in today's video. Let me know in the comments down below whether you guys have any constructive criticism on this watercolor painting right here. And if you guys have any just tips or tricks for watercolor painting in general, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my main channel, all in the description down below as well, along with my Twitter, my TikTok, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, until the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?